Hello everyone, my name is Horanko Irena Volodymyrівна, and today we are going to prepare you for your ZNO examination. As you know, it's external independent evaluation test. So our topic for today's lesson is family and social life. You may write down it in your copybooks. So the topic is family and social life. Well, all of you has handouts on their tables, so please have a close look on the word list. You have a word list. Let's look closely to the first section, stages of life. Have you found it? Well, let's look at these words. First of all, let's read in turns, beginning with you, please. We begin with the word adolescence. Do you see it? How do you understand this word adolescence? Do you know it? Yes, it's like a teenager, right? Adolescent, teenager. That's the same adolescent, teenager, right? Next, adult. Who is adult? How do you understand this word adult? Probably is it a teenager? No. Is it a child maybe? I guess no. Who is adult? It's a grown-up. It's like our parents, right? So this is adult. Now adulthood. Adulthood is a noun, right? This is a noun. So again, someone who is grown up. Well, next one is birth. How do we translate birth? Be born. Do you know this word? Birth. Birth. I was born. Yes, correct. Next, bring up. When we were children, our parents brought us up. To bring up. How do you understand this? Bring up? Right. Виховувати. Right. Okay. Next one. Childhood. All of you know this word child, children. What is childhood? Дитинство. Correct. Now, death. Yes, correct. Next, elderly. Elderly people. Like a little bit older. Yes, correct. You may write this translation down. Okay, engagement. This is a very good word. Engagement. How do you understand this word, engagement? When you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and then he or she give you a ring, then happen what? Engagement. You get engaged. Yes, correct. Заручитесь. Next one is generation. This is a new word. This is not a new word for you, right? What is generation? What do you think? Generation. You are a new generation here. Генерація or покоління. Okay, good. Next one, get engaged. So we already wrote down the translation for engagement. What is to get engaged? This is verb. So we got engaged. What does it mean? To get engaged. Correct. Well done. Next, go to school, go to university. This is very simple. Yes, correct. Now, have a baby. Okay, correct. Kid. This is same as with child. Child, a kid, the similar. Yes. Now, leave home. Correct. Middle-age person. Correct. Okay. Old age. Okay, good. Pensioner. Do you know who is pensioner? Very good. Retire. Correct. And when we retire, when we become old, in our 60s probably, we retire from our work. What does it mean? Retire. Йдемо на пенсію. Right? Okay. Retirement. This is the process of retire. So, the same, right? The same. Start a job. After you graduate from the university, you start a job. What does it mean? Very good. Teenager. Yes, That is who you are. Toddler. Do you know who is toddler? Toddler is like a baby, but it's not a baby. It can walk. It can walk already, so this is a toddler, like a baby who can walk. Do you see? Okay, next is young adult. Young adult. So we have already mentioned the word adult. Yes, but young adult. What do you think it is? Young adult. What does it mean, young? Not old, but opposite, young. And adult is someone who is grown up. So how do we translate young adult? What do you think? Any guesses? Молодий, дорослий. Так? Тобто, от щось, something in between. Okay, write down this. So, youth. Youth. Any guesses? No, youth is a different spelling, right? This is who you are. Youth. Молодь. Next. Grown up. Grown up. Who is grown up? It is the same that is adult. You may write this down. The same. Adult, grown up, the same. Next one. Be in your early, mid, or late 20s. How do you think? What is be in your early 20s? Early 20s, it means when you are 21, 22. Do you see? Mid 20s, mid. It's taken from the word middle, something in the middle. So it's like 25 probably, right? And late 20s, it means from 26 to 29. When you are 26, 27, 28, you are late in your late 20s. Do you see? Okay, good. So look your age. What do you think it is? Look your age. How old are you? For example, I'm 26. Oh, you look your age. Very good, correct. Mature and the opposite, immature. Yes. Okay, good. Turn 40. Turn 40. How old? So, how old are you? Oh, yesterday I turned 40, for example. Turned 40. Yesterday was my birthday, so I turned 40 yesterday. Yes, correct. 25-ish. 25-ish. How do you understand this? Yeah, 25-літня. Так ми кажемо. 25-ish. Okay, and the last one. So you can be 60, you can be 70, you can be 80, but you also can be young at heart. You feel yourself good, you feel yourself motivated. So, yes, we say молодий в душі. In English, it's young at heart. Do you see? Okay, good. So this is our new vocabulary. Now, I would like you to open your first page of exercises so we can practice this vocabulary during our exercises. Please, find this page. Have you found it? Okay, good. Now, let's look closely at exercise 1. Here we have numbers. Numbers like 50, 37, 14, 85, 2, and 21. You see it. Well, and under these numbers, we see the words. Let's match the numbers with the words. So, elderly. What do you think is elderly age? Who can tell me? What is elderly age? We just wrote down the translation of elderly. So, is 14 an elderly age? What do you think? 14? No, probably not. What is elderly? Okay, let's keep it for now. Yes, we are hesitating still. What is a teenager? Let's start with a teenager. What age do you think is teenager? 14. Yes, 14 is a teenager, right? Correct. You may write it down. Very good. Now, what is in his 30s? To be in his 30s. What do you think the correct answer will be? 37. Yes, to be in our 30s, it means 37. Correct. What does it mean, toddler? 2. It's like a baby who can walk already. Yes, this is toddler. You may write it down also. What is young adult? Yes, 21 probably. 21. Middle-aged. What do you think is middle-aged? Huh? 50? Yes, this is middle-aged, like somewhere in the middle of our life, like 50. Correct. And what have we left? What is left? So we've done already all. Now, please, you have all of these exercises which you will practice your vocabulary at home. Now turn over the page. We have here exercise 16 with the beautiful pictures. So you have like 1 minute to look at these pictures. Do you see these pictures? This one. So, and under the pictures, we have the expressions. So once again, the exercise, using our new vocabulary. Let's match these pictures to these expressions. The first one is, everybody knows this, like happy birthday. Do you know what is happy birthday? Yes, when we want to congratulate someone on his or her birthday, we use this expression. So, what do you think the picture for happy birthday? J. J, correct. This is the one that is below. Okay, next one. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What do you think the best matches this word? G. We can see the fireworks, like everyone is celebrating New Year. Next, our condolences. Have you heard of this word? Our condolences. We use this expression, you may put this down. We use this expression when something very bad happens. Very bad. For example, someone dies, right? Yes, this is C. Where we can see the candle. Do you see? So please take a note, our condolences. So we regret for something that happened. Okay, good. Next one. 4. Have a wonderful life together. Have a wonderful life together. When can we say it? Probably D. What happened on this picture? Wedding. Yes, we can see the wedding, correct. So, probably this couple, first of all, they got engaged and then they got married, right? So we can see the wedding. And what can we say then? What can we say? Have a wonderful life together. Very good. Next one. Congratulations on your graduation. So all of you are students so far, right? And when you will pass all your final exam, all of your teachers, relatives, and parents will tell you, congratulations on your graduation. What does it mean? Yes, H. So what does it mean? Congratulations on your graduation. What does it mean? How do you understand it? Can you translate it in Ukrainian? Успішним закінченням навчання. Correct. Next one. 6. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. What does it mean? Happy anniversary. When there is a special, like birthday, when someone turned 40 or 50 or 60 or 20 or 25, it means like anniversary. Special date. Do you see? Like special date. Huh? Yes, because we can see what? 50 years. Someone turned 50 years old. And we say, happy anniversary. Okay, right. Next one. Love you forever. Happy Valentine's Day. A. Okay, we can see 2 hearts. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, good. Get well soon. Get well soon. What does it mean, get well soon? Someone is ill, someone has some kind of injuries, or he or she is lying in a hospital, something happened. And we say what? Like B. Yes. This picture we can see what? The bear has a broken arm, so we can tell him, get well soon. How do we translate into Ukrainian? Get well soon. Yes, correct. Thank you. Okay, good. 9. Happy Children's Day. Happy Children's Day. Well, right, this is F. We can see lots of children. The picture, and the last one, Happy Easter. What picture can we match to this expression? E. What is Easter, by the way? What is Easter? Yes, correct. Okay, good. Now, I would like you to turn to your words again. And here we have the third column of the words where we have free time activities. Do you see? There's a lot of activities in this column. I would like you to pick 2 activities that you regularly do and write down 1 sentence using these new expressions. Can you do that? Can you? Pick 2 expressions like go to the gym, or do gymnastics, or go clubbing, or go for a walk, or go jogging. And make up 1 sentence and present it to me using your new vocabulary. Okay? You have 1 minute for it. Okay, ready? Yes, just 1 sentence. Right. Are you ready? Just any word. Like, I usually go something, or I sometimes go jogging. Okay, good. You have written. Can you present it to me?
Yes.
Ready? Please.
I like play guitar and usually go to the gym.
Very good, thank you. Next one. You.
I like play basketball and sometimes I go to the cinema.
Very good, correct. Next.
In the last Saturday, I go to the cinema for the film Strange Things.
Excellent, thank you. Next.
Every day, I listen music when I go to
Gym.
gym.
Very good. And you?
Every evening, I always go for a walk with my friend.
Brilliant. Now that we have learned the new vocabulary, which you will look through again at home, we are going to speak about grammar. So today's topic for grammar is past continuous. Past continuous. Let's write it down. Past continuous. I will write you how do we form past continuous. Okay? And you will write as well with me. So past continuous is formed. Rewrite this. Okay, done. So as you know, every tense in English language has its own auxiliary verbs. So past continuous has 2 auxiliary verbs. These are was and were. And where. Do you see? We use was with first person, I, and second person, he, she, it, was, and we use where for third person, for we, you, they. Also, we have the main verb. What happens with the main verb? We will end the grammatical suffix ing to every verb in past continuous tense. So what verb can we have? Give me example of any verb. Work, for example, yes? So we will put it like it, work, and we are going to add ing, grammatical suffix ing. Do you see? So that's how past continuous is formed. We add auxiliary verbs was here for I, he, she, it, and auxiliary verb were for third person, for we, you, they, were. And also, never forget to put grammatical suffix ing to the main verb. So, what do we have? I was working, right? Next one, he was working and we were working. That is how to make a sentence in past continuous. How do we form the question? The question is formed when we put the auxiliary verb into the first place, right? When we take this one and put it here. So, was I working? This is how question is formed. Do you see? Can you make for this one question? Was he or she working? Question mark. And where are they working, for example? Yes? Okay. And how do we make the negative form? We add the negative word not to the auxiliary word. The shortened form is how? Wasn't, right? And also were. Not. The short form is weren't. So how do we form the sentence in negative sentence? I mean in past continuous. I wasn't working. He wasn't working, and we weren't working. Very good, correct. Now I would like you to put down when do we use past continuous. What is past continuous? What is past? Like, is it a past action or continuous action? Let's write it down, please. So, the first one, the first description. We use past continuous for action which was happening at the stated time in the past. At a stated time in the past. We do not know when did it begin, and we do not know when it finished. But what do we know? That this action was happening at the given time in the past. For example, can you read the example, please? Any one of you, can you read the example?
At 3 o'clock yesterday, the plane was flying from London to New York.
Yes. So you see, we used past continuous here. The plane was flying. Do you see? This is past continuous. I will underline it for you. So what does it mean? What time did the plane take off? At what time did it take off? Do we know the time? What time? No, at 3 o'clock the plane was flying. Do we know the time when it take off? No. Do we know the time when it landed? No. What do we know? We know that at 3 o'clock it was flying somewhere in the sky. The plane was somewhere in the sky between London and New York. Do you see now? Okay, good. Second. Write down the second. When the action was in progress, when another action interrupted it. When another action interrupted it. For example, who can read the example? Can you?
He was reading a newspaper when his wife came.
Yes, we can see here two actions, right? First one, he was reading, right? This is what? Past continuous. Am I right? Yes. And then the second action, his wife came. So we use past continuous for this first action. He was reading. Was it a complete action? No. He was reading like he was relaxed. He was reading a book, a magazine, or something else. And when suddenly, out of the sudden, his wife came, right? So for the second action, we use past simple. But for this first action that wasn't completed when the second action began, we use past continuous. Do you see? Can you make up your own sentences using this example? Something was happening when suddenly something else happened. I was, for example, I was
Playing in guitar.
Yes, I was playing the guitar when something happened, like when the telephone rang or someone knocked at the door. When my mother, for example, what? Came, maybe. Yes, came into the gym. So, right, I was playing the guitar when my mother came. Do you see? Very good. Okay, next one, third one. Let's write down. We also use past continuous for two or more actions which were happening simultaneously in the past. Usually, we will connect these two parts of sentence with this word. You may write it down, while. Do you know what does it mean, while? While, it means you can write it down at the same time as. I will give you an example of such sentence when two actions were happening simultaneously. So, who can read this example?
I was watching TV while my mother was cooking dinner.
Yes. Do you see, again, two actions? Like, I was what doing? I was watching TV while my mother was cooking dinner. Here and here we have past continuous. These two actions were happening simultaneously. Like, maybe I will draw you for you to understand. Like, I was doing what? Watching TV. My mother was cooking dinner. The two actions were happening simultaneously. Neither of these actions interrupted another action. So, while, yes, while. So, do you see? Two actions happening at one time in the past. It means past continuous. Can you make up these sentences? Like, for example, I was while someone else
I was going to the cinema while my father
was going to the gym. Yes, correct. Why not? Exactly. Well done. And the very last description, write down please, the last description is when we want to give the background information of the story. When we want to give the background information of the story. So, imagine that you want to tell someone some kind of story, like something happened and after that something else happened, but first you would like your speaker, the person you are speaking to, like imagine where everything was happening, where, on what background, and you will begin your story like this. The sun was shining and the birds were singing, like the background, yes, of the story. Or maybe it was raining, the hard wind was blowing. Do you see? When we want to give the background information of the story, where, on what background the story was happening, we also use past continuous. Okay? Okay. Now you have this kind of paper. Do you see? And once again, you have the table of how past continuous is formed. And also we have the exercise. Let's look closely at exercise 1. Have you found it? Okay. So imagine the situation. We are looking at some kind of company or office where lots of people work every day. And yesterday, the emergency happened. The fire broke on this company. Do you understand? Fire broke on this company. So, but everyone at that time when fire broke was doing something. So, let's look at the pictures and make up our sentences using past continuous. Do you see? So your task is to put the questions and to answer them using these prompts. So the first, we have an example. Do you see? We see Tim. What was Tim doing? What was Tim doing? Well, Tim was what? Was sitting at his desk when the fire broke, right? Okay, next. What were Jim and Robert doing when the fire broke? Some reports, correct. They were, because it's plural. They were checking the reports. Very good. Next one.
Sarah was walking on the phone.
What was she talking? Sarah was talking on the phone. Yes, when the fire broke. Okay, next one. What were the directors doing when the fire broke? The directors were having the meeting. Correct. Once again, directors, it means they. That's why we use auxiliary verb were. Exactly. Now, what was Mary doing when the fire broke?
Mary was working on the computer.
Very good. And the next one, what was Kim doing when the fire broke?
Kim was reading a letter.
Kim was reading a letter. Now you see, right? So when you were doing something and then suddenly something happened. Okay, good. That is the end of the grammar section. And once again, as probably all of you know, that the last task on every ZNO examination is a written, yes, writing task. So you should know how to write in English. It means how to write, academic writing, right? So please find, you have this copy with you. This one. Have you found it? Mm-hmm. So, speaking about writing section, while you are still looking for your copies, I would like to tell you this, that during your ZNO examination, there can be 3 types of writing tasks. You can have a task to write an informal letter. You can have a task to write formal letter or an essay. Today we are going to speak about how to write an informal letter. Well, first of all, have you found this table? I would like to tell you what are the main stages of writing, and you can write it down also. So the first one, when you have the task, read closely the task and try to understand what do they want you to write about. This is the main important thing to you, to understand what does they need, what do you need to write about. Then you should begin, speaking about informal letter, you should begin like this. The first one, the first passage should begin with a greeting. Do you see, for example, hello Mike, hello Sam, then we put comma and begin from the next passage. This is the beginning, the greeting. Do you see? The next one, The next one is we have like the introduction. Introduction is usually very correlated with the task. Here below we have the task. Do you see the tasks? And then 3 topics that we should write about. So the introduction, the second passage, is always very closely related to the task, what you should write about. So you should write, thank you, for example, it's like an example, yes, but still, thank you for your letter. I'm writing you because, and then you are stating the task. What do you need to write about? Yes, if it is about, what's the question about the holidays, you should write, I'm writing you because I would like to tell you about my favorite holiday. Or I would like to tell you about my favorite subject at school, etc. So state the topic of your letter at the second passage. Do you see? Okay, next one. Next, we are going to write about the first point of your task. Every topic of your writing section will have 3 like subtopics what you should write about. Do you see them? So the third passage will be when you describe all of these first topic. Right, you can begin with this. To begin with, or you were asking me about it. Yes, so use these words. What you have in brackets? Do you see them? Okay, next. So the next passage is what? We talk about the second task. So also, yes. So this is very important you to know all of these words. Also, secondly, to begin with, in addition, lately, everything will be taken in count while the examinators will put your mark. So this is very important for you to know all of these words. Okay, next, the fifth passage will be for your second task. Yes. Then the sixth part will be the final passage where you can begin like, sorry, I have no time to write more. Something that will tell the person you are writing to that you are going to end your letter, right? And the last one is friendly, saying goodbye, like best wishes, and do you see? Okay, while writing the informal letter, you can make short form, for example, he's got, I will, you can make short form, I'll, for example, yes, you may shorten your words. And here under this table, which we have talked about, you have the task. Do you see? You have the task that you should write it, practice it at home. Will you? Okay, thank you. Okay, now I think we are over for today. Thank you for your attention. I hope this lesson was very useful for you and good luck on your ZNO exam.